before I get to tonight's games, and obviously we have a very big slate for tonight, the MLB did put out their postseason schedule October the 1st. First, second, and third is when they will have the wild card rounds. That is a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday going right there. You have the ALDS and ALCS, and then the World Series is currently scheduled the 25th through November the 2nd, but they do have in there, Scotty, for the first time ever, because this has come up a lot recently, if both the championship series are short, as in sweeps, 5 games, they will move it up. They will not make the team sit around for a week waiting to start the World Series. They will move the series up if they have to, if they both go short. So that's a nice change from the past, because we hate sitting around for a week. We forget about it. So that's nice.
Yeah, well, they'll get it in before November 2nd, allegedly, and, they've done that before. November. It's not like they haven't scraped November before. No. I like October baseball playoffs.
Mr. November. Sometimes if they got to squeak in there. Listen, we'll take November 1st and 2nd if there's a game 6 and 7 in the World Series. We got no problem with that whatsoever. A couple of other things. Freddie Freeman, of course, has been away from the Dodgers, Scotty, for really about the past week and a half now. He has not been with the team. Him and his family. His 3-year-old son has Guillain-Barré disease, so he's been working with that. Hopefully things are going well. I know they said Freddie's going to be back with the team soon. So tough situation for the Freeman family.
My buddy had that, and yes. Mavia remembers. Our friend had it. It was bad. It at some level ruined his life for a couple of years. He got struck with that Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's no joke.
No joke indeed. And the bookmaker who was involved in that, Ohtani's ex-interpreter, Ippei, pleads guilty to that case. So that bookmaker, which is really what started it all, right? The bookmaker's the one that kind of said that he was signing all that money over to the Ohtani's interpreter. He's going to plead guilty into the cell, into the tin he goes, Scotty, going forward. All right, let's get to tonight. We have a full slate. And
every person needs a good bookie.
That's true. We start with a big one. It doesn't get much bigger than this, and that is the Diamondbacks and the Pirates at PNC this weekend. Of course, both teams very much in the mix in the NL wildcard race. Of course, they played last weekend in Arizona. We're going to get Luis Ortiz and Brandon Pfaadt going tonight. As of right now, Scotty, let me punch back up the Diamondbacks for a moment. Minus 140 road favorite for Arizona, plus $120 for the Buccos, and an 8.5.
I'm worried about the Diamondbacks because they're playing great baseball. In July, they won 17 of their last 25 games. They closed the month with a sweep of the Nationals. Then they, beat the Pirates in 2 out of 3 in the desert. So they didn't seem to have any problem with the Pirates. I like Ortiz and his chances tonight at PNC. I just think the Diamondbacks are too hot right now, Mike. I think Arizona goes in and beats the Pirates.
I know Skeens is pitching on Sunday, Scotty, against Arizona. A little Sunday afternoon for Skeens out at PNC. So if they can maybe get tonight or tomorrow, Skeens give them a chance to win the series on Sunday. They can get one of these games. That would be good for them. Royals and the Tigers again in Detroit. Big-time pitching matchup tonight. Cole Ragans and Tariq Skubal. Minus 120 for the Tigers. Even money for Kansas City. A flat 7. I've even seen some 6.5s for these two floating around.
Well, I mean, they both have low ERAs. We already know how good Skubal's been. He's 12-3. He's in the lead for the Cy Young, and I don't think that price is that bad to take him tonight at minus $120, or if you can get it a little bit better than that against the Royals. I think Skubal does his trick tonight.
Brewers are in D.C. against the Nationals. Frankie Montas makes his first start for Milwaukee after coming over from Cincinnati. Jake Irvin will go for the Nats. Minus $120 for the Brewers. Even money for the Nats and a flat 9.
Yeah, I'm not overwhelmed at all by Frankie Montas. We've already been down this road before, haven't we? I'm not scared of him. I think Irvin can beat him tonight in D.C. I think the Nats are so up and down. You don't know whether they're coming or going. But of all guys, he's been their best pitcher, Irvin, right? He's 8-8. He's got a 3.4 ERA. He does the most work, 128 innings, 111 strikeouts. I got to go take a shot with him tonight over Montas. I think the Brewers are better, but I'm not a Montas guy.
No, neither am I. This is my favorite over the night. Gas can night in Cleveland between the Orioles and the Guardians. The Dean Kramer against Carlos Carrasco tonight. Minus 115 for the Orioles, minus 105 for Cleveland, and a flat 9. Up and away for me.
Fair enough on that, and I like that. But look, to me, the Orioles have slipped back. The Yankees have tied him again for the East lead because they're not playing good baseball. And I'll take the Guardians at home again. And if it's a straight pick 'em, why not? Give me that Cleveland Guardian team in their stadium with J. Ram and company. And I'll take Carrasco over Kramer. I think they've both been very porous pitching, giving up tons of runs. So I'll take a team that's winning over a team that isn't every day.
Yep, going to be a good spot for Taters tonight in Cleveland as well. Speaking of the Yankees, as you mentioned now, even with the Orioles in the AL East, they will be at home this weekend for the Blue Jays in the Bronx. Marcus Stroman and Kevin Gausman gets things going tonight. Yankees right now at home minus $1.65, plus 135 for the Jays, and another flat 9.
I'm run lining the Yankees. They're on fire right now. They've won 5 in a row. I can get plus 122 if they hit it. So I'll go Stroman, the showman, run line it, lay it.
Giants and the Reds in Cincinnati. We are going to have now Kyle Harrison for tonight for the Giants, Scotty. Andrew Abbott for the Reds as of right now, although one other site had Snell tonight for the Giants. I'm going to have to double check that. I see 2 different pitchers in 2 different spots. Minus 135 for the Giants, plus $1.15 for Cincinnati, and a flat 9.
Well, I think the reason it's Snell is because they're favored on the road, and he struck out 15 his last outing, right? So everybody thinks he's back to his dominant self. And I think that's why that price is where it's at. So I'd actually bet him tonight over Abbott and Costello at Great American.
Yeah, Abbott and Costello has not been very good, Scotty. That's for sure. I've now checked 3 places, and 2 of them have Snell. 1 of them have Harrison. So tie goes to the 2, Scotty. We'll go with Snell for the Giants tonight.
I don't think Abbott's been that bad. He's 9-7. He's got a 3.38 ERA. He's been decent for them, and if it's Snell, I think Snell's better.
We'll slide one more in here. Marlins and the Braves again in Atlanta. Belozo going for Miami tonight. Spencer Schwellenbach for the Braves, who are minus 250, plus 195 for the Fish, and a flat 9.
I run-lined it this morning and bet it. I had it at minus the 1.5 at minus 115. I think it's moved to 120 now, getting a little juicy, but I still like the Braves to kick the Marlins' ass.
I got a couple others when we come back. The late night games. You've got Chicago going for trying to end that long losing streak in Minnesota as well.
Never.
We have all of them.
So Germany's still up 20 on France with a minute left in the third. I don't see how they make up the difference, to be honest with you. We're talking about tonight's baseball games on the table.
We certainly are. The Red Sox go to Arlington for the weekend against the Rangers. Cutter Crawford goes for the Sox tonight. Jose Urena goes for Texas. Pick 'em right now. Minus 110 both sides and a flat 9. Lots of big totals tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. This is a tough game. I'm going to go Texas at home at that price at Globe with Urena.
The White Sox are going to look to break their 17-game losing streak against the Twins in Minneapolis, and the Davis Martin will be the starter to try do it. Joe, don't call me Jack Ryan for the Twins, who are minus 3 Bills, minus 300, plus 240 for Chicago, and an 8.5.
You know, there's definitely no way to bet it on the money line or run line. They both are terrible odds. It's just awful. I'd say the only thing to do is that 8.5. And I got to be honest with you, I think Ryan and Martin keep it under.
Very possible. Look, I think it's at that price, it's White Sox or nothing, right? White Sox, if you wanted to, they're going to win. You know, they're going to win one of these nights, and the price keeps getting bigger and bigger. Plus 240, plus 250, plus two. You know, they're going to hit one of these nights and get themselves a win. Not going to lose forever. The Rays are in Houston against the Astros. Kikuchi will be making his debut for the Astros. Shane Baz goes for the Rays. Minus 155 for the Stros, plus $1.30 for Tampa, and a 7.5.
You know, they're talking about how they're going to roll out their revamped pitching staff starting tonight with Kikuchi, their newest acquisition. And I got to be honest with you, I never thought he was that good to begin with in Toronto. And I'm not afraid of him. And I'm going to take the Rays at Minute Maid to upset them and beat them. The Pirates just kicked their ass. Why not Tampa? I mean, honestly, like, Kikuchi doesn't put fear in me at all. I think he's been average.
I agree. I don't know. I don't get all the hype. I can't believe how much they gave up for him, too. I don't get the hype with Kikuchi. We have another debut tonight in Anaheim as the Mets will get our boy Blackburn the Pirate out there. Paul Blackburn will go against the Angels. Tyler Anderson goes for Anaheim. Mets minus 145, plus 120 for the Angels, and another flat 9.
Well, I'm on Blackburn the Pirate, and I'm going to run line the Mets here, and I can get it at plus 115 if they can hit it. The Angels are awful, and the Mets, I think, just have too much defense, too many bats, and I think Blackburn can pitch well. I think he's decent, so I think he goes in there and they beat their ass.
Rockies are in San Diego at Petco getting that soft serve ice cream. Austin Gomber and Randy Vasquez tonight. Minus 185 for the Padres, plus $1.50 for Colorado, and a flat 8.
Yeah, I like the Padres on the run line here at plus 110 if it hits, and I like the over 8.5. Both of these guys give up around 4 or 5 runs a game every time they pitch, so I think it goes over that number.
Dodgers and the A's at the dump in Oakland. Gavin Stone and Joey Estes. The pitching matchup, minus 155 for LA, plus $1.25 for the A's, and an 8.5.
Yeah, I think Stone beats Estes Park, Colorado here at the Ashtray. I think the Dodgers go in there and handle their business. And so that price, I don't like that $1.50, so I'm going to run line this as well. And I did bet it this morning. I run lined it at plus 115.
There you go. And finally, lots of late night action tonight, which I always love. The Phillies head to the Pacific Northwest to see the Mariners. The Phillies, of course, they have been struggling mightily since the All-Star break. Tyler Phillips goes for them tonight. Brian Wu goes for the Mariners. Minus 110 both ways. Pick them here in a flat 8.
Give me Wu-Tang Clan and the M's in Seattle. The Phillies have been playing terrible of late. 4-11 in their last 15 games. Got swept by the Yankees. Got their ass beat and everything. Blowout games, extra inning games. They're just not hitting. They're not winning. They're not scoring runs. Give me the M's in Seattle at that price.
Wow, how about that? Getting involved with the Mariners. There you go. That is your night in baseball.